Assalamualaikum and good day to you. Today I'm really excited to talk to you about the nature of spoken English. Many of my friends and peers asked me which style they will follow when they will make conversation. Will they follow British English or American English? Yes, it's a really confusing question and people are puzzled how they will speak. Yes, friends, just one thing I'll suggest you, don't think about British English or American English. Yes, we can learn the pronunciation but don't think for the accent. Accent is different. Scotland people or New Zealand people, Ireland people, Australia, Canada, all people have their own accent. So which style we will follow, I think we shouldn't think about that. We can follow our own style, but we have to follow the correct pronunciation. Pronunciation and accent are of course different. Pronunciation is the correct sound of a word, okay? But accent is different, okay? Accent, same pronunciation, but accent may be different, okay? So we shouldn't worry about how they were speaking. If I ask an England man in English to speak Bengali with correct Bengali accent, he will fail definitely. So if I fail to follow his accent, that's not a problem. The main purpose of the communication is to make successful conversation, to make communication meaningful. So today I will be talking to the basic characteristics of English conversation. What type of English we will use, and what type of and how long, what will be the sentence length, and what type of vocabulary we will focus on. Actually, the main focus should be our English should be very simple, direct, and meaningful. Okay, and of course fluent. We'll try to speak fluent. But if initially it's not fluent, that's not a matter. All right, but meaningful communication is the main point here. That's the focal point. Okay, so we'll try to speak clear, simple, direct English. All right, and of course if you can apply emotion, if you can add emotion, intonation, okay, of course it will carry more value. So we'll try to focus on those areas. So these are the main points basically, and we'll try not to exaggerate. Sometimes we try to use very complex, very critical words, very uncommon vocabulary. The person I'm speaking to, we must think about the person I'm speaking to. If he doesn't understand, if his level is medium, of course we should try to use medium type of word, medium level of vocabulary. If he's very educated, maybe we can apply a little bit difficult word. But generally, if you apply very uncommon word in spoken English, this is really meaningless and people will be bored, because we will fail to build up the communication. And the main purpose of a language is to build up the communication, and we'll fail in that area, right? So we have to think about this. And one more point I like to add with you, that is how we can speak English effortlessly, I mean without thinking too much. So too much thinking is a nature for us, because this is our second language. So when we speak second language, sometimes we have to think a lot what to tell and what words need to use. All right, so to overcome this situation, I will suggest you to speak more and more. Automatically the words will be in our mind, and of course we can deliver those words. Okay, so speaking is a must basically. And one more thing, to speak English, of course listening is a must. Why? You can observe from our primary education, we're writing English. All of us are writing English. Primary school, high school, or college or university, always we're writing. But when we go for communication, for example, we know about Barack Obama, right? If I ask someone, tell something about Barack Obama, tell 10 sentences about Barack Obama. Sometimes maybe most of us cannot say. Another reason behind this is we need to build up the ideas first. We lack ideas. So ideas is the first priority. Build up idea, then build up language. So we should have idea. Maybe suppose if you face IELTS exam, of course you will be tested. You need to generate idea. You need to have idea. They will give a cue card in the second part of the IELTS examination, IELTS spoken test. They'll give you a cue card. So on the cue card, there will be a topic and you have to talk something about the topic. So we should have idea. That is, of course, very, very important. And idea, after building idea, after gathering idea, we have to express that idea in the language. All right. So the second important point is building language. So we can build up the language, especially I'm talking about now spoken English. So we should, of course, try to focus on the spoken English very seriously. We have to, of course, focus it very deeply. And one suggestion I can give you to build up the communication spoken English is to read something, two times or three times, and after reading this, closing that, and try to speak something about that. Suppose I'm reading, just suppose I'm reading now poverty, about poverty alleviation. I've read a passage about poverty alleviation. So after reading 3 to 4 times, I'll stop it. Then after closing it, I'll start talking about poverty alleviation. Maybe 1 minute or 2 minutes. That's enough. If you make practice for 1 minute or 2 minutes on any particular topic, we can build up our communication. That's very, very important, especially in IELTS test. And you can throw a game, like that's called language game. Suppose you have a friend, bosom friend, you can throw the game to you. Okay, tell something about greenhouse effect. Or your friend can tell you, can ask you, tell something about Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, or tell something about the economy of Bangladesh. So in this way, every situation, maybe different types of situation you can talk about. And so this language game is very essential for having communication skills. All right. So I will appreciate you if you try to practice these tips that I told you, especially language game for 1 minute or 2 minutes on any topic. So that will really help you, and I will really appreciate you if you can carry on this suggestion. All right. So today I'll not talk to you more about this. I hope I will meet you in the next lesson on spoken English. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah.